I'm not really sure where to film in this house, so this is what we're dealing with today. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that I've been on a hike today, which means my hair is wet. It's just drying, so it also smells like fireplace, which I love. A lot of people get annoyed that they smell like fireplace when they come in from some kind of hike like that, and it's probably my favorite smell in the world. I love it. I don't consider myself the best person to talk about this, and I'm not the most knowledgeable about the topic, but I do want to talk about my experience as a woman and how I've felt unsafe so many times in my life. And I'm currently living temporarily in a small town in Norway where it's extremely safe. You don't need to worry about being attacked. And as I've mentioned on Instagram, and I keep telling my friends all the time, I'm so shocked at how I can just walk outside at night without being scared. When I posted it on Instagram, one of my friends commented and was like, well, it's not entirely true. You never know when there's a moose. And the fact that we have to be more aware that there are moose outside than people actually attacking us is mind-blowing. For context, I, until very recently, lived in London for 7 years, and before that I lived 1 year in Orlando, Florida. And I definitely had incidents where I didn't feel safe at all. I've never been in a dangerous situation, I would say, and I've never had anyone actually attack me, but I've definitely had scary moments. And I just kind of wanted to talk about this because of recent events, and not just recent, but it happens all the time. And I'm not trying to say that women are the only people being attacked. The focus is largely on women. People of any gender do get attacked, and it's not okay. And it's not that I think women should receive more pity, because no one should have to fear for their safety when they walk outside, and people should be able to be outside late when it's dark outside, whatever they're wearing, you know, like you shouldn't have to consider these things, because it shouldn't be your mistake that you're out late or out in the dark or out with a specific outfit on or something like that. Like, it shouldn't be your mistake. It's always the attacker's mistake that they did whatever they did. Like, it's always their fault. But of course, that's not the world we live in. Still to this day, if someone's being attacked, you will have people arguing that they shouldn't have been where they were, like it was their fault for being there, or it was their fault because of what they were wearing. That still does get brought up a lot. So I just kind of need this conversation not to die, because people will continue to be attacked as long as we have attackers. And it also feels very relevant to me because I've just transitioned to a different place, and adjusting to the fact that I can take a walk late at night and the day isn't over when it's dark outside, because that's my cutoff time for when I can be outside. It's weird to adjust to, because that is just not what my life has been like. To my friends who live here, carrying around a rape alarm is just so weird and so foreign to them, but that was literally just so normal to me in London. I just kind of wanted to include that it is possible to have safety, but knowing that it is possible and seeing it every day, it makes me feel more optimistic, because to kind of go through my experience as a woman, and again, any people of any gender do get attacked, which is important to focus on, but this is my specific experience, and I am a cis woman, so this is my only experience. When I lived in Orlando, Florida, which it's not a good area, it can be dangerous, there's a lot of crime. I would never go downtown Orlando. Of course, we were advised to stay inside our gated communities late at night because it just was not safe. But people generally stayed in groups, so it was fine. In Orlando, like, oh my lord, there were creepy people in daytime. It was even like, should I get the bus by myself? Because every time I did it, like, some creep tried to, you know, talk to me and all of that. So it's not just at night. So stop telling people that it was their fault for being out late at night. It can happen at any time, and it's not your fault for being out late. You have to be careful at any time of the day. You can't, you know, let your guard down anyway. The creeps are still there. One time I went to Walmart late at night, and I remember when I was leaving, it was dark. A Walmart parking lot is just huge. If you wait outside a small store, it doesn't feel that, you know, lonely, because there's people like inside the store, but in Walmart, like you just feel, I don't know. But it was dark, and I was waiting for my bus, but I think the bus was late, or I had just misplanned and I was ages away from the next bus. So I stood there waiting, and the security car kept like passing me all the time, because they obviously spotted a young female presenting person who just looked like they had no chance of defending themselves. So they like kept passing me. They stood really close. They like waited right by me, and obviously it was to protect me. They watched over me, which was really nice. It's kind of sad that you have to rely on strangers looking out for you, which, like, it's amazing that people do care and they do try to look out for you, because of course, like, if someone needs help, or if someone is in a of any level dangerous situation, of course you should try to help them and keep them safe, or at least just try and make them feel more at ease with their situation. But it's kind of sad that you need other people to make you feel safe because you can't trust the other people around you. In London, I have had so many creepy situations, and also I've probably put other people in scary situations because I think we've all experienced this. When you walk behind someone late at night and they keep turning around because they don't know what to expect from you, people just have to assume that everyone is an attacker because they have to keep their guard up. So I'm sure we've all had people looking behind them and keeping the distance from you and being scared of you when of course you have no intention of doing anything and you're just literally walking home, but you're still scaring someone else because they don't have the luxury of feeling safe. It is really sad, but when that happens, I want to be like, don't worry, I am not dangerous, but telling them that is in no way gonna make them less scared, so you can't do anything. Sometimes I try to like cross the street or something just to show them that like I'm not after them, like I'm not following them, and they're already scared. If you're already scared, you're just gonna overthink and make everything way worse and assume that like this is dangerous. There's no rescuing them from that situation like in their head, so you can't do anything. They're gonna be scared of you. In London, I've also had some places where I've been scared to walk in daylight, you know, bright daylight, daytime, people all around me, but I'm still scared because people are just so unpredictable. In my last years in London, I haven't really been a lot of places by myself or a lot of places late because it is generally for me like more in the evening that I feel unsafe. I'm scared of the dark, so to me it is just more scary. And I also lived in a neighborhood that was very safe and also very calm, which was very nice. I chose that specifically to make myself feel safer because I live by myself. I've heard of people having scary situations and also being chased by people and having people follow them home and all of that. And of course we see examples of that in the news all the time, and it's scary and it's sad and upsetting that people have to deal with this. A lot of the times like it ends horribly. I just feel super lucky that it hasn't happened to me because it can happen to literally anyone. It's not about putting yourself in the situations because the situation will be created by the attacker. Even if you take precautions, it can still happen because it happens in the most unexpected scenarios. It can happen anywhere, and it's just so unacceptable that people have to deal with this and constantly be scared. I believe that we only get one life on this planet, and I'd like for us all to not have to spend so much of our time being scared. Some parts of our lives would be so much more enjoyable if we didn't have to think about what could happen. If I go and visit someone here in the afternoon or in the evening, I don't have to think about, oh, will it be safe for me to walk home? Because 100% it's safe for me to walk home. I don't have to worry at all. The only thing I have to make sure is that I have a high-vis so that people can see me, and it's just so mind-boggling because before I didn't want people to see me, but here I want to be visible so that I don't get run over. It's just such a different life, and it's such a luxury that I don't have to worry about being attacked and what the people around me are thinking and planning to do to me. It's such a luxury, and I want that for everyone. Everyone deserves to feel this safe. Everyone deserves that the only thing they have to worry about is nature and moose maybe, or any other animals that are around them. The kind of stuff that we can't control, or I mean, we do semi-control it, but you know what I mean. Natural things that can happen. I just want this for everyone. I'm not trying to pretend that this is achievable by raising a little bit of awareness. No one will attack anyone anymore. I'm not trying to be like overly optimistic about it, but realistically, if we keep talking about this and if we keep raising our children not to be attackers, we have ways to make people feel safe, and that is not flagging down a bus. We put in place actual people who can help, whose job it is to protect us, not a bus driver. I think it is achievable to feel a lot safer and to get the number of attacks down, because this is just so amazing. Y'all won't understand it if you haven't lived like this. It's such a luxury. It's so amazing, and I want it for everyone. It should be possible for us to just all live together and not attack each other and not be scared of each other. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about how important it is to let people feel safe and to keep people safe and take accountability. Doing nothing and not talking about it isn't gonna help, so we might as well try. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next Friday with a new video. Keep up with the good vibes. Bye.